translated to me.
Hello. Hello. Good morning, all of you.
Good morning, sir.
Can you hear me all?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Pooja, good morning. See you in our last session. Only 13 people are there. Hello. Let us start with again for Java. We have already seen about the introduction to .NET, history of .NET, the features of .NET, as well as the difference between C++ and Java. Also, the Java virtual machine and its architecture also we have seen in our last so many sessions. Let us we know about the Java virtual machines and the compilation and execution process of any Java program. We have already seen how the program will get compiled and executed in Java virtual machines. There is no linking is done in this compilation, and only the Java programs are fed into compiler, and the .class file is created, and later on this JIT will convert bytecode into machine code. So this is very important thing, how the Java source code will be get compiled and executed in Java virtual machine. Let us turn to the Java tokens. This is again very important point regarding the core Java. We know that in Java, the program contains classes and methods. So we know that there are programs, but those programs will be contained in the classes and methods. The methods contain the expressions and statements required to perform a specific operation. These statements and expressions are made up of tokens. We know the C tokens. Like this, the Java tokens are defined here. You can say, in other words, we can say that the expression and the statement is a set of tokens. These tokens are small building blocks of Java program that are meaningful to the Java compiler. Further, these two components contains the variables, constants, and operators. So in this section, we shall discuss what is token in Java. So what is this token? The Java compiler breaks the line of code into text, that is the words, which is called as the Java tokens. These are the smallest elements of Java program. The Java compiler identifies these words as tokens. These tokens are separated by delimiters. It is useful for compilers to detect the errors. Remember that the delimiters are not part of the Java tokens. See, there are different types of tokens in Java. What we can call that tokens which will be contained contains the expressions and statements which are required for a specific operations. So we can do the specific operations with the help of tokens, and these tokens are having meaningful in Java compiler. So these components may contain variables, constants, and operators. What we can call it as, we can break this Java compiler, the line of code into text, words, and these are called as Java tokens. Let us see the types of Java tokens. Here are the different types of Java tokens. As I think you have been already seen these Java tokens in C language. So I think in C++ also these all tokens are useful, and you have been seen all these tokens. But let us hope that we can see these tokens one by one. First thing, that is we shall consider about the keywords. Those keywords or reserved words which are used in Java source code. This is one type of token. The second thing is identifier, that is the name of the variables or name of these constant value. That is also called as an identifier, which identifies something. We can use the names of the variables with the help of literals. Those operators we are using may be less than, greater than, equal to sign, and less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Those operators we can use. We can use the separators, that comma, semicolon, colon, etc., or dot. Those are called as the separators. And the Java tokens are having the comments. The comment line is also defined as Java tokens in Java. Okay, so these are the types of the Java tokens. Let us see the keywords. See here, I think you are very much familiar with our C keywords. We know that the keywords are used in our program, but this has a specific meaning because we cannot use these reserved words or keywords in our program for declaration of variables. So keywords, these are the predefined reserved words of any programming language. Please mute. Rutuja, Giri, mute your mic. Reserved words of any programming language. So are the predefined reserved words has special meaning and is always written in lowercase. See, as the Java is the successor of our C language. C language, we know that the C language is initially developed in 1972 and it is a procedure oriented language, but it has no any object oriented concept. Later on in 1989, C++ is developed and Bridges Christoph has developed the C++. In this, some of the concepts of encapsulation, polymorphism, inheritance, those all concepts are developed in C++. But furthermore, the Java language is developed, and we know that in 1991, later on, the concept of Java is taken, and it has many different things, which is a specifically object-oriented language, and this object-oriented language is particularly developed on the base of C and C++. C, that is keywords. Java provides the following keywords. We know that there are 32 keywords in C language, but here there are 50 keywords. Let us see those all keywords. The first keyword is abstract, the second is boolean, third is byte, fourth is break, then class, the case, the catch is one of the keyword, character, that is the data type, the continue, which is available in C, default is available also in C, do available in C, double available in C, else, all these are available in C. Extends, this is the new keyword. Final is a new keyword. Finally is also new keyword. Float is available in C and C++. For, if, these are the parts of our control statements. Implements is also a new keyword. Import, new keyword, instance of new keyword. Integer, which is old, again. The interface, the long, this is a new. Native, new. Package, private, protected, public. Return is available in C and C++. Short, static, these are also available. Super is a new keyword. Switch is available in C, C++, and also today we are using in Java. Synchronized is a new keyword. This is a new keyword. Through is also new keyword. Throws also new keyword. Transient, new keyword. Try is a new keyword. Void was available in C and C++. Volatile is available in C. While is also available in C. Assert is a new keyword. Constant is a new. Enum, goto is available in C and C++, and strict FP, this is a new keyword. So there are around 50 keywords available in Java. So On the basis of these keywords, all 50 keywords, the Java is a very strong language while using the mobile applications or Windows applications also. Also, we can use the web applications by using Java. So these keywords will help to get the strong applications of Java in our day-to-day working. So these are the keywords. You can just keep in mind there are 50 keywords. As we know that in C, we know that there are 32 keywords. Let us see the operators. The operators in any programming language, the operators are special symbols that tells the compiler to perform the special operations. Java provides different types of operators that can be classified according to functionality which can be provided. There are 8 types of operators in Java. Let us see 8 types of operators. Again, we can just consider about our C language. There are also 8 types of operators. Let us see what are those operators. We know about the C because the C language we have seen in the first year. Every operator in C language is available in Java. So first operator is arithmetic. So there are symbols plus, minus, slash, star, and this is the particularly percent sign which is used for modulo division. So this is an integer division and this is a modulo division. So we can get this, after the division we can get the remainder. Next is a unary. We know that operators plus plus, minus minus, those are unary operators, and maybe we are using these operators in C as a increment and decrement operators. The exclamatory sign is also used as a unary because it is a negation sign. Next is assignment. So equal to sign is assignment statement, so which is used in expressions while declaring the variable and declaring the expression. The value of expression will be stored in the variable, so that will be done with the help of assignment. And all these rest of these different assignment statements are actually used in C language as a shorthand operators. So plus equal to, minus equal to, star equal to, slash equal to, percent equal to, and caret equal to, all these are used as an assignment statement, but we can use this as an assignment operator and shorthand operator in C. And in Java also we are using these assignment operators by using shorthand operators. Next is a relational. The relational operators, those are again very similar with C language. So double equal to is equal to used for equal to sign. This is not equal to, exclamatory sign and equal to is used for not equal to, then less than sign, then greater than sign, then less than or equal to, and greater than equal to. So all of these relational operators we have already seen in C language. The next is a logical. So the logical is a double ampersand and double vertical sign. So this will be ampersand. Double ampersand is used for and double vertical sign is used for or. So these are very important logical operators in Java. Next is a ternary operator that we have already seen in C language. Conditional statements where we can give this condition. Exclamatory, question mark and colon is used as a ternary sign in Java. So if this condition will be true, the statement 1 will be get executed, and if this statement condition is false, then statement number 2 is executed. We have already seen in first year. Again, the bitwise operators are bitwise operator. Can you hear me, all of you? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So bitwise operators are ampersand, vertical sign, single vertical sign, caret sign, and tilde sign. So these are the bitwise operators. Keep in mind, in MCQ, these bitwise signs can be asked in examination. So many more, these symbols we can just keep in mind that wherever it is used, and that can be asked in the MCQ in our examination point of view. So one of the operator is a shift operator. So that is the double less than sign, double greater than sign, and triple greater than sign is also used as a shift operator. So this is a new in Java. So this is a new in Java. The bitwise operator, this tilde sign is also used as a bitwise operator. This is new in Java. So hope that these operators are also similar operators in C language. Okay, let us go to the next. Hope that the data types are in the Java. Data types specify the different types and values that can be used as stored in the variable. So there are two types of data types in Java. We can know that where we can store the data in Java, we can store this data in data types. Two types of data types are there: primitive data types and non-primitive. What are the primitive data types? These primitive data types may include the Boolean, character, byte, short, integer, long, float, and double. These are primitive data types. We can call it as a primary data type in C language. So, but in C language, Boolean is not available. Here, those all data types which are available in C are available in Java. So Boolean is a new data type in Java. Boolean gives the value true and false. Character, byte, short, integer, long, float, and double all are available in Java. So because of this, the source code of Java language is basically very good enough and strong, gives the strong web application as well as Windows applications and console applications in Java language. Non-primitive data types. So the non-primitive data types, which includes the classes, the interfaces, and the arrays. So these are the non-primitive data types. Let us see the nomenclature of these all data types. See here, this is the tree structure diagram of primitive data types and non-primitive data types. The data types is having the primitive and non-primitive data types. Non-primitive, we know that strings, arrays, etc. all are non-primitive data types. Classes also we can declare as a non-primitive. The interfaces and arrays, strings are actually considered here with the non-primitive. In the primitive, we know that there are two types, that Boolean and numeric. So Boolean and numeric, Boolean is having true or false value, and the numeric is having two types again, the character and integral. Character is having character data type. See here, integral is having two again subparts, that is integer and floating point. So integer takes again the different parts, that is a byte, short, integer, and long. And the floating point gives the float and double as a two different types. So this is the tree structure diagram of our data types, primitive and non-primitive data types. let us see the data types moreover. So what is the data type? Sizes of these data types. See here, primitive data type Boolean default value always false, and it takes the size 1 bit, not byte. 1 bit value will be taken as a Boolean, that is 0 or 1. So range will be true or false. See here, the value of Boolean will be always true or false. Next, that is the character. Character data type having the default value. These characters will be available as a default value. It takes 2 bytes and it requires 2 bytes occupation on the memory, and it has value ranges from 0 to 65,535. So character is having only 65,535 as a range, 0 to 65,535. The next data type is a byte, and the byte is default value 0. It takes the size 1 byte data occupation, and the ranges from -128 to maximum value is 127. So byte has only these values. The short data type takes the default value 0, and short takes 2 bytes default size in data occupation, and the value ranges from -32,768 to 32,767. So this is also available in C. Short, that is the integer data type. Next is the integer, but this integer data type has default value 0. It takes the 4 byte default size. See, this is a 4 byte, not bit. 4 byte in the sense 4 into 8, 32 bits will be available. So integer has a large value. So the value lies between these two, -2 raised to 31 to 2 raised to -31. See here, all these values is the integer data value. Range is very bigger. Next is again long data type. Long data type, it has a default value 0L, and default size is 8 bytes. See, the character in C language, character takes only 1 byte, but here in Java, character takes 2 bytes, and the long takes 8 bytes in Java. It has value ranges lies between -2 raised to 63 to 2 raised to 62. The value range is a very bigger, but this is an integer value. So these three, short, integer, and long, these are integer data types. And the rest of two, that is the float, that is 0.0f, that is float, 4 bytes default size is there, and single precision of 32-bit. The double is also 0.0, the decimal value. 8 bytes is a default size, and it has a double precision 64-bit. 64-bit. Its value ranges is unlimited. See, these values are unlimited. Unlimited values we can take in the double data type. So these are many more the data type values. Let us hope that we can just revise these all things where we have started from Java tokens. What is the Java tokens? The Java token actually contains many more that it may contains the separators, it may contains keywords, it may contains the comments, it may contains identifiers, and all these are called as the tokens. These Java tokens are actually used in expression statements. So these are a set of tokens, and those are maybe used as a line of code into text. So all these are called as the Java tokens. So the smallest element of a Java program is a Java token. So Java compiler actually identifies these words as a tokens. Maybe the reserved verb, maybe the keyword, maybe the identifier, or maybe the variables, separators, and literals. All are the Java tokens. Let us see, these are different tokens in Java. The keywords, identifiers, literals, operators, separators, and comments. These are the types of Java token. And there are 50 keywords. The new keywords, we know that the abstract is a new keyword, the catch is a new keyword, the, see here, you can say final is a new keyword, extend is a new keyword, finally is a new keyword, implements, import, instance of, interface, native, new, package, private, protected, public, then super, then synchronized, this, through, throws, transient, then try, then assert, constant, enum, and strict FP. Those are new keywords in Java, and because of this, Java is a strong language because it has 50 keywords. Next, operators. All operators are very similar with our C language. So these are operators, arithmetic operators, plus minus, multiplication sign, division sign, and modular division sign, unary operators, plus plus, minus minus, and exclamatory sign. Assignment operator is equal to sign on all these shorthand operators. The next is a relational operators are double equal to, that is equal to sign, not equal to, less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Logical, double ampersand, and double vertical sign. Ternary operator, that is conditional operator, is used. That is question mark and colon is used as a conditional operator or ternary operator. The bitwise operators are ampersand, the vertical sign, caret sign, and tilde sign. The shift operator, that is double less than, double greater than, and triple greater than sign. These are the operators available in Java. The data types, we know that the data types are primitive data types and non-primitive data types. In the primitive data types, Boolean, character, byte, short, integer, long, float, and double are available in primitive data types. That is primary data types, and non-primary data types are classes, interfaces, and arrays and strings. See here, this is the hierarchical structure of data types. That is, one side is a primitive, another side is a non-primitive, and it has a string, arrays, interfaces, and classes are available in non-primitive. But in primitive, Boolean, that is a value of true and false, numeric, character, and integral. Integral has two parts, integer and floating point. Floating point has two values, float and double. And integral has having the integer part, and it has a number of parts, that is byte, short, integer, and long. Those are all integer data types: byte, short, integer, and long. The character has only one character data type. So these are the default sizes of data types and ranges of data types. All Boolean, true and false, character, that is only 2 bytes, byte, short, integer, and long. These are integer data types, and these float and double are 2 float values and floating point values, and floating point data type. Okay, so this is the size of data types. Okay, thank you very much. All of you, you can just open your videos. All of you. I think there are 27 participants, myself 2 times, so there are 25 students. So this is more discussing to me, we have to study about our semester that around there are 65 students are there in our class, but I think 27 is a very less amount, very less students are. I think we are not going to repeat this session again, and I hope that